Hey, what's going on, family? It's Luclin here, and whoo-wee! Wow. Okay, so SnapShot 13W01A. Now it is up to B now because they had to do some fixes and stuff like that, but wow. Talk about some crazy things. Redstone circuits. It's on. So much new redstone stuff, which is so awesome. They've added like a redstone comparator block. They've added a daylight sensor block. They've added trap chests. They've added weighted pressure plates, a block of redstone, which way back in the day, like back in the day, for those of you who remember, little Ethan actually came up with that idea. He's like, why don't they have a block of redstone like they do diamond and gold and iron? So now we have a block of redstone, which is pretty cool. Nether quartz ore. Wow, new stuff to the nether, which is the nether quartz. There's nether brick items, just stuff like that. This particular video is going to be about the redstone stuff. And there's some of it that I'm not going to really go too much into detail in because it's still a work in progress. As you can see on my bar down there, it says WIP, work in progress, which is for the hoppers. So I'm not going to go into the hoppers in depth at all. I'm just going to talk to you guys about the redstone stuff that I know about, that I figured out. And there's some really cool things here. So here we go. So I want to show you guys something that I found to be pretty interesting. So a lot of people have said that bud switches were broke on this snapshot, and they don't work no more. Now, as you can see here, I have 3 bud switches that I kind of showed in my Command Blocks Are Awesome series, and something's really weird about these bud switches because they work. That worked. That worked. Yeah, that worked too. Does this work? Let's see. Oh, wow. That worked. Does this work? Oh, look. That worked too. Those bud switches still work. So, shh. Don't tell Mojang. First thing I want to talk about here is the daylight sensor. Now, this is kind of like, I don't want to say it's solar because it doesn't, it doesn't, collect power during the day and then work during the nighttime, which that would be kind of cool, but it doesn't do that. What it does is it senses when it's nighttime. As you can see, the sun is about to go down, but I'm going to show you guys how you make it first of all. So here we have 3 glass blocks on top, then we have 3 nether quartz in the middle, and then we have wood planks, any wood planks, at the bottom. All 3 gives you a daylight sensor. Now, like I said, what this does, it's really self-explanatory. So as the sun goes down, you're going to see what happens. So as you watch right now, during the daytime, this gives out a redstone signal. So it's going into that block, and I have a torch on it that's going to invert that signal. As soon as it gets dark, what's going to happen is this signal is going to turn off, which is going to turn this on, which is going to turn my light on. So now we have automatic lights at nighttime, which is a kind of a cool thing. So, when you're out hunting in the woods or you're out gathering for the day and you have one of these systems built in your house, you come home and, hey, it's like that Hotel 6 or whatever it is. We always leave the light on for you. When you get there, boom, your lights are on. So that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead. Lights on. It's getting dark. Let's see what happens. Come on. Show me the lights. Show me. There you go. So there you go. That's how it works. Pretty simple right there. And it will activate at nighttime. And then when the sun comes up, it obviously turns off. So let's do /time, set 0, and watch. And it shuts off during the daytime. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. This is the daylight sensor. Hope you guys like this because I like it. It's pretty cool. Now we're on to the redstone comparator. This is a pretty interesting little guy here. Kind of looks like a repeater, but cooler looking. So let's go over here and I'll show you guys how to make it first of all, and then I'll explain to the best of my ability how it works. So we need 3 redstone torches, 1 nether quartz, and 3 stone gives you a redstone comparator. Now let's go over here and let's see what I have set up. So if you look right here, I have a redstone block here, redstone block there. Now the way I kind of figured out this counting is kind of weird, so yeah. But first of all, I want to read you guys something. It's directly from the Minecraft wiki, and this is what it says about it. It says the comparator block for use with redstone circuitry has 2 inputs. One from the back, which is here, which is signal A, and then one from the side, which is signal B. It says if signal B is stronger than signal A, there will be no output. So what it means is if it's stronger than signal A, there will be no output. Now, if it's equal to or less than signal A, there will be an output. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is how I figured out how to count there. There's 5. So over here, if you look at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, right now, it's equal to signal A. So signal B is equal to signal A, which causes this to work. Now, if we take this and we make it less than, you'll see that it does not work. So right now it's not equal to or stronger, so it's not equal to or stronger, so it's not going to work. So anything less than that, like this, means it's not going to work. And I'll give you an example of how something like this could be set up. So now if I extend this out, back again, if I extend it out here like this, and we put power to it, you see that it works. This never loses its signal, no matter what. Even though the power is still there and it's still lighting it up, it's not the same. So it's not equal to or less than. Well, sorry. No, less than. I'm so confused about this. 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. And then 4 and then 5. We should be fine. But if we go 1 in less, it should turn off. Just like that. So it's less than signal A. There you go. It's confusing, but let me give you an example of what I set up here. So I have a switch here, and I have a switch here. I have a piston that's out here. So if I switch this switch here, nothing happens to the piston. But as you can see, it is getting power all the way to there, but nothing's happening to the piston. If I turn that off and I turn this on, there you go. The piston moves. Even though it's on the same line, it's just a different signal strength. So this signal is less than the main signal strength that's coming in, which causes this to basically work. So which is causing it to go off, but you know, it's reversing it. So yeah, it's weird. Okay, if you can understand it more than I can, please feel free to go to the Minecraft wiki and check it out. I'll figure out something to do with this later on. But right now, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole concept of it, and it's pretty interesting. So as you can see, once again, I'll explain it. This is input A. This is input B. So what happens is, if input A is, if B is greater than input A, the signal will continue, just like this. So B is greater than input A, which is this is considered greater. That's a greater signal, then it still continues. But if it's a less than signal, it turns it off, which is here, coming from right here. So yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, like I said, this makes no sense to me at all. I think it might be pretty buggy and they're still working on it. But yeah, that's how it works right there. So you can tell I'm really confused about this. But yeah, there you go. Redstone comparators. Have fun with that one. Trap chest. First of all, I'll show you how to build it. Real easy. It's just a tripwire hook in a chest. Makes a trap chest. Now the way you can tell the difference here, let me open this real fast. Now watch the lid right here. Watch when the lid opens. Now watch when I close it. Okay, you just see a regular top there. Now watch when we come over to this one, which if you look around the lock, it has a little bit of red around it. This signals it's a trap chest. Now the way that this trap chest works is the signal gets greater with the more people that are looking into the chest, which that's interesting. So that means the more people that are looking in the chest, the signal gets greater. So if one person looks in the chest, let me break this off. So let's put this here. So you can see I'm only one person looking in the chest. You can see that this is not lighting up, and you'll get a quick glimpse of the redstone being lit right there. So let's see if I can get into a position so you can see it. Not yet, almost. Oh, you saw a little bit there. Let's try it again. There it is. So you can see it's lit right there, but it's only one. So now I can extend this signal, obviously, with a repeater like this, and now the light goes on. So it's kind of like an alarm, but they said that the more people that look in the chest, the greater the signal gets. So very, very interesting. So there you go, trap chest.